This is DLK Productions presenting my Lego Star Wars Rebel Army. What is up, you guys? I hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. But today we are going to be going over my massive Rebel Army. So we have all of the Rebel ships and all of my minifigures. And yes, as you guys can see, I do have a few of the bounty hunter ships. I do classify them as rebels, but they are rebels against anyone and everyone. They just are bought in. So I classify them as rebels. But I do hope you guys do enjoy this video, and let's get on with it. So first off, we are going to be starting off with Darth Maul's speeder, and this is from the Mandalorian during the time of Mandalore. Same with the Mandalorian ship over here. And then we have two pirate ships, and then we just have a smuggler ship with an Andorian security ship right there. And we also have the Slave One. This is one of three in this collection. I do have more, but I don't have any built right now. And then as we move over, we have a couple of speeders. We have three speeders right there. Then we have the phase 1 of Phantom, and then we have a phase 2 of Phantom. And yes, that is a separatist shuttle, but it is turned into a rebel ship. So it is now Phantom 2 or Phantom ship. And then we have a Nabooian speeder. And yes, they are rebels to the separatist army, but they are still rebels. Then we have the bounty hunter ship right here, and this is from the Clone Wars. And then we also have the Justifier, Cad Bane's Justifier. And then we have two of the slave ones. We have a miniature version, and then we have the UCS Slave 1. Yes, this is by far my favorite set of my whole collection. Yes, even more than my UCS gunship. But I don't want to go over this too much, but it is one of the biggest and coolest sets out there. Continuing on with our collection, we do have a Y-Wing bomber that is stripped down, and then we have two ships from the Han Solo series. We have Han Solo's speeder, and then we have another speeder from there, and then we have a resistance transport or a ship. And then as we move back, we do have Jabba's barge, and then we have the Razor Crest with the Mandalorian and Grogu in there. And then we do have the escape pod from the number 4 movie, and that is where R2-D2 and C-3PO land on Tatooine to escape, and they are rebels. And then as we continue, we have two X-Wings. We have Poe Damerons, and we have Luke Skywalkers. And we also have a Wookiee gunship. And then we have two more speeders as well. And then we have the Taintive. This is the newest model of it, not the display, but the actual minifigure play feature one. And then we do have a Resistance or Rebel frigate. We have a Resistance transport. And yes, we do have Ahsoka Tano's T6 Jedi shuttle, which is a Rebel transport for Ahsoka Tano, since she is now a rebel. And now let's get on with the minifigures. So first off, we have some of the Pikes and some pirates with all these bounty hunters with Boss Dagger, Embo, Sarah Singh, Cad Bane, and so many more absolutely wonderful bounty hunters. And I have all of the pirates lined up right here. And then we do have Jabba's guards kind of right here, along right here, and also right here with Jabba's second in command. And then we also have, I can't remember his name. If you guys would put that in the comments, that'd be great. But we have the drum player from Jabba's barge. And then we keep on going back. We have Greedo, and we have some rebel troops. We have two commander rebel troops with the rest of just the normal rebel troops, with some more pirates in the back with some musicians. And then as we go on, we have some Hoth troopers with some Andor troops and some Han Solo from the Han Solo movie, and even from the Mandalorian. And then as we continue on to getting more of the officers, and then we have Kanan Jarrus, two versions of him, and Ezra Bridger right there. And then we also have Sabine Wren and Commander Wolfie. And we have some jungle troopers with Hoth, as I said before. And then we just have some resistance and other rebels, just standard rebels that are around. That one is a like Greedo over here. And then we have a bunch of pilots, one from the Resistance, while the rest are actual rebels. And then we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then we have Luke's aunt, or his mother figure, caretaker. And then we have a Jawa as well, and also Freelander right there. And then as we continue to the front, we have all of the Wookiees. So we have two different types right here of Chewbacca. We have a snow, we have the goggles, and we also have normal Chewbacca and the old version of Chewbacca. The rest are all different types of Wookiees. And then we go back, we have a bunch of Ewoks as well. And then in the front right here, we have all of the types of Princess Leia, kind of in chronological order, going along right there. And this is the oldest version of Princess Leia that I own. And she is worth over and about $350 just for her alone, which I think is insane. But let's get on with the Luke Skywalker line. We have two yellow Luke Skywalkers, and then continuing on from the sand all the way to the Hoth, to the back tanks, to him becoming a pilot, even into the time where he gets kidnapped on the Ewok and almost put on the roaster. And then we also have Luke Skywalker from the Force Awakens and the newer movies. And then we go back to Han Solo. We have the one with the medal. And then we have some Hoth Han Solo. And then we have the when we meet him. And then from the Han Solo movie. And then even young Han Solo from when we see him in the Jedi Chronicles. And then we go on. We have a bunch of Mandalorians. We have 4 rows of them. And yes, that is the UCS Boba Fett from the Slave One. And then we have 4 more Boba Fetts. 1 more white Boba Fett or Mandalorian. And then we just have some random Mandalorians. And then we have actual Mandalorians. And then we have some of Darth Maul's Mandalorians right there. And we have their leaders right here as well. And then we have the Mandalorians right there. And we have other Mandalorians from the movies. Then we move on to more of the Resistance in The Force Awakens, the new trilogy, as in Rey, Poe, Finn, all the way back over there in the corner. And then we do have the Spy, and we have 2 types of Han Solo frozen in carbonite. So the first one is him being frozen solid in a 1x2x5 brick, and then one in a much larger where you can actually hold him in back. And we do have 2 types of Jabba the Hutt. And yes, I do notice that there is a difference in the skin color. I did have one get sun bleached, which I insanely regret when I was younger, but I do have to live with it. Hopefully I can buy it more in the future so I can sell that sun bleached one and get an actually non-sun bleached one. But as we continue, we have a droid, we have some Tusken Raiders, then we have some Gungans, and then we have a skeleton which was eaten by the Rancor, and then we go into Ahsoka Tano during the Rebel time, and we have the infamous Ahsoka Tano. And this is one of the hardest Ahsoka Tanos to find to date, and she's going for about $300. And one nitbit of kind of cool facts I found is that between 5 characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, is over $1,000 of this whole collection. But this whole collection is worth about $5,000 in total. I can't believe it either, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys do, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.